Y'all in here already. I love that. I love that. I love that. Let's start the show off right. Let's start this off right, y'all. Hold on, 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 hold on. Let's start this show off right. Let's start the show off right. Uh, uh, uh. Yeah. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Yeah. My bad, y'all. I'm trying to get this thing in right. Trying to start this off right. Okay. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Y'all already know what time it is. What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? What's great? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Can the Brothers Get a Rap podcast. I'm your host, Ashley Lovechild. I'm flying this plane tonight solo dolo, but that's nothing new. You know how we do. We're still going to have a great show. Salute to my normal co-star, my co-host, I should say, my brother Santana, and our guest co-host. Shout out to my brother Jokey from Jokey Entertainment. So shout out to them. We're gonna have a great show indeed, yo. All right, let's move this thing forward. All right, hold on. Let me get my notes real quick. Shout out to some of our day ones already in the building. Shout out to Winter Breeze. Shout out to Winter Breeze. Shout out to Krista Matlock, Krista M. Shout out to King Prince. Appreciate the gifted already. Appreciate you. Let me start this off the right way. Appreciate that. Love that, man. Appreciate you in a big way. Pause. And shout out to Culture Talk doing big things in the building. You already know, so I appreciate you guys for tapping in. We're gonna have a great show. Again, salute to those people already in the chat. Again, we love here, so stay in the chat, stay active, stay engaged, and we're gonna have a great show, like I said before. All right, let's start this off right for episode 118, Sunday night episode. Popular opinions. Again, these are not my questions, these are the world questions. So stick to the answers in the chat. And again, please stay engaged. This segment is brought to you by OUV Records. This segment is brought to you by OUV Records, where the label motto is create, document, and inspire. You could go on Instagram right now and follow at OUV Records and stay in tune to the latest music and merchandise. All right, y'all. First question of the night. If you was producing a comedy movie, okay, which actor would you star? Which actor is your star actor? If you're producing a comedy movie, which actor is your star? It says is your star. All right, number one, Dave Chappelle. Number two, Kevin Hart. Number three, Cat Williams. Number four, Mike Epps. Again, y'all, let me know what y'all think in the chat. For those who didn't hear the question, if you're producing a comedy movie, which actor is going to be your star? Again, Dave Chappelle, Kevin Hart, Cat Williams, or Mike Epps. Let me know what y'all think in the chat. Shout out to I Like Trucks. Appreciate you tapping in. Appreciate you. What's poppin'? Hit that like button. Okay, so I'm seeing Dave Chappelle in the chat. I'm seeing Kevin Hart in the chat. All these actors are pretty good at the comedy realm. I have a preference as well. Me personally, I'm going to say Cat Williams. I'm going with Cat Williams, me personally. Cat Williams just always finds a way, no matter what movie he plays in, no matter what character he plays, he always have an ability to make it funny, like super, super funny. Oh, shout out to Rowan Jack in the building, one of our day ones already in the building. Got one of our badge holders. Shout out to also King Prince, one of our other badge holders in the building. And again, If you're not a badge holder, we have different memberships, different access. Rowan Jack happens to be a badge holder, so his membership has all the accesses on there. So shout out to Rowan Jack. I think Adam Sandler is the best common actor. Can I order? Shout out to whoever that was in the chat. Funny. Here tonight, guys. My guys, I appreciate y'all. I mean, Adam Sandler is funny. Adam Sandler got classics. He got classics, okay? But we gotta stick to the people that's in this on this list in particular. Dave Chappelle don't have a signature movie, right? Even though as funny as his stand-ups are, he does not have a signature movie that you could say, I'm gonna watch this Dave Chappelle movie and it's gonna be hilarious. Kevin Hart, I think Kevin Hart is a better actor than a comedic actor in my opinion, but I enjoyed movies such as Paper Soldiers. I think Kevin Hart is hilarious in Paper Soldiers, if y'all never seen that. Cat Williams also don't have a signature star Cat Williams movie where it's a star Cat Williams and he's just super duper funny. He's always been, in the cast, co-star, but his roles have been extremely funny. And then Mike Epps also, he starred in some things, the Fridays and All About the Benjamins is hilarious. But I'm going with Cat Williams. I think Cat Williams, if I'm producing a movie, I want Cat Williams to be the star of my movie, and we're going to make it super funny. So that's what I'm going with, me personally. Yeah. Man, appreciate you tapping in again. I like trucks. Please hit that like button on that way out. Please share and subscribe. Please, we appreciate you showing your support. I didn't mean to say please that many times. Just got tongue-tied, pause. Shout out to Joe in the building. Remind me of Chris Cross. Shout out to Archibald in the building. Yeah, he does. He's half-baked. Yeah, half-baked is not a signature movie. That's not a signature movie. What I mean by a signature movie, you watch Half-Baked because it's a funny ensemble cast. Good movie, but it's not a signature. A signature movie is like Eddie Murphy, another 48 hours. Another 48 hours, Billy Hills Cop, Coming to America. Those are signature movies. Martin has signature movies. National Security, Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins. Signature movies. Dave Chappelle doesn't have that, unfortunately. The best friend ever. Appreciate you tapping in, man. Chat from Chicago. Chicago in the building, man. I gotta come out to Chicago. Chicago's the only major city I have yet to go to. I've been to Milwaukee. I had a show in Milwaukee about last year, and that was a good time. Shout out to Brandon in the building. All right, y'all. Shout out to A Money in the building. Appreciate you tapping in. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. So again, the question was, if you was producing a movie, a comedy movie, which actor would you have as your star? It was Dave Chappelle, Kevin Hart, Cat Williams, Mike Epps was the choices. I seen Dave Chappelle. I seen Mike Epps in the chat. Me, I went with Cat Williams. The rest of the world at 44% went with Cat Williams. So I'm not surprised by that, but again, Cat Williams has been killing the game. So, but this is the world's question, and the world went with Cat Williams at 44%. All right, y'all, moving on to our next popular opinions question. Why are these the only people? This is the world's question. This was the world's question, Archibald, Naomi. This was the world's question. Cindy, shout out to Cindy in the building. Appreciate you tapping in. Brandon, appreciate you. Chat, appreciate you tapping in. Them locks is fake. Yeah, nah, but I appreciate it though. Appreciate that. All right, y'all, moving on to our next popular opinion question. Which is your favorite vacation spot? Again, y'all, stick to the answers in the chat. Number 1, Italy. Number 2, Jamaica. Number 3, Dominican Republic. Dominican Republic. Number 4, Mexico. Let me know what y'all think in the chat. Let me know what y'all think in the chat. Favorite vacation spot. Shout out to Chili Dog in the building. That's a funny answer. I'm not gonna repeat that. I'm not gonna repeat that, Chili Dog. Mexico. I'm seeing Mexico. I'm seeing a lot of Mexico. I'm seeing DR in the chat. Uh, you know, if a lot of women. I'm going to guess that a lot of women are going to say Mexico, and the guys are going to say Dominican Republic, just for the optics, I guess. Um, Me personally, I've only been to one out of the four. I've been to Jamaica. I've never been to Italy. I've never been to DR, and I've never been to Mexico yet. So, Roll with Jack, you stupid. Diddy's house. They all trash to me. What happens in Mexico stays in Mexico. I wouldn't leave the United States. All right, so I've seen DR in the chat. I've seen Mexico in the chat. I've been to Jamaica. I had an amazing time in Jamaica. I had an amazing time in Jamaica. I went to Montego Bay. An amazing time. It was beautiful. It was the only thing that threw me is that KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken in Jamaica, it's different. It's a whole nother lifestyle in Jamaica. KFC, they treat KFC like it's a 5-star restaurant. It basically is a 5-star restaurant. When we drove past KFC, I kid y'all not, for everybody in the chat, they had a line from inside to around the corner in Jamaica, in Montego Bay. And I'm asking the traveler guy. I said, listen, yo, KFC popping like that? He was like, people come from around the world to go to that KFC in Jamaica. So I didn't get a chance to even stop and get a taste of all the love that they had going on and the spices and all that and that at that particular KFC. So, but they said it's like gourmet meals in that particular KFC. Shout out to Anthony in the building. Shout out to Dina in the building. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Please hit that like button. It helps with the show, helps with the algorithm. Please tap into the show. Chat, Faco, nah, get out of here. Get out of here. Don't even play yourself. You playing yourself on that one. Jamaica low key dangerous though, especially for women. That is true. That is true. But you know, like anything else, you have to know how to maneuver and go about your way. You know, or you look at. I appreciate that. Appreciate the compliment. Shout out to Mary in the building. Yeah. All right. So again, the question was favorite vacation spot: 1, Italy; 2, Jamaica; 3, DR; 4, Mexico. I seen DR and I seen Mexico in the chat. The rest of the world at 35% went with Jamaica. They went with Jamaica. All right. Shout out to Brandon in the building. Appreciate you tapping in. Again, hit that shit, hit that like button. All right, moving on to our next segment. Hollywood Need to Ask Us. Came up with this segment because there's a lot of movies that Hollywood has given us that we didn't ask for. And we felt like we got better ideas. So I got a better Hollywood Need to Ask Us movie. All right. So for me, instead of making this a movie, I would love to see like a 12 or 15 episode series in this particular idea. I would love to see the NFL great Lawrence Taylor, a movie about his life and his, you know, uprise in football, his life on the field and off the field. If y'all ever did y'all research on Lawrence Taylor, he had a tumultuous career in the NFL. He was an MVP. He's arguably the best football player ever, especially in the NFL, ever. And his off the field, the things that happened off the field was also as legendary. And I would like to see a movie based on his life. I think it will be something that will be very relatable to this culture and this era because of, you know, he did have drug use. He had a whole lot of party use. I'm not saying he was at the parties, but, you know, he did say that, you know, he did used to party all the time. So me personally, I would like to see the movie based on the uprise of his career, things that happened off, you know, off the field, the effects on him and his family, and what how he was able to make it out of it, because he's still a success story because he was still able to make it out of his situation. So I would love to see that. Antonio Brown will also be entertaining. That is a fact. Yeah, that is a fact. He hasn't been the same ever since he got hit by Perfect. To be honest with you, the best Cruise smoker of all time, and Terry Crews played the character. You know what? Even though I know you joking, Rowan Jack, but Terry Crews would not be a bad choice to play Lawrence Taylor. Because think about it, Terry Crews did used to play in the NFL. He do have the Lawrence Taylor look, the aesthetic. They probably around the same size, and you know and Terry Crews can act. He's a good actor. So you know I would not be all the way out if Terry Crews was to play Lawrence Taylor in a Lawrence Taylor movie. Uh, did you like the Aaron Hernandez? Uh, I spoke about the Aaron Hernandez story. It was entertaining, but it was too much. How can I be nice and say this? It was just too much. It was too much of the other side of the game that they leaned into. It was like, all right, he did, you know, he had a preference. Okay, cool. You show it. Don't need to see it, but okay. But they just kept it was just like, whoa, like this is too much. But it was entertaining as far as the football and you know, some of the other stuff. But some other things that they was pushing it a little too hard. Pause. So yeah. Hello, hi, what's up? Test the spirits in the building. Appreciate you tapping in. I think that he should play. Ah, she said she think Diddy should play Lawrence Taylor. Wow, that is funny. That is funny. What was his preference? You would have to watch it. I mean, his preference, you know, he was all inclusive. You know, he did have a daughter, but you know, he was an all inclusive type of guy. Who got the version Super Bowl? Who you got version of Super Bowl? I got my team, Kansas City Chiefs. The East is a toss up. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I got my Chiefs in there for sure, but the East is a toss up. 1 second, the Lions look good, but then they got all them injuries, and the Philly is up and down. They lose to the Commanders today. I can't stand their name, by the way. They should go back to the Redskins. They lose to the Washington team today. The Vikings, you just never know what you're gonna get. It's a toss up on that East side. Packers is some timey as well. He can act. His hoes, God, bro. All right, Colton, appreciate you tapping in. Don't be weird. I'm a positive brother doing some positive things. If you're not here to support and show love, you already know where the exit door is, my friend. Baltimore Ravens fan right here. Yo, shout out to Brandon. Yo, Baltimore. Yo, you know what's crazy? Casey, and I said this before. My Chiefs, we could beat Baltimore, right? Y'all could beat the Bengals. But the Bengals, for some reason, they could catch us slipping, dog. I don't know what it is, bro. I think it's because it's T. Higgins and Chase, because that's two number one receivers. And then Buffalo, we got Buffalo number. So, but shout out to Baltimore. My family's from the DMV area, to be honest with you. Shout out to Tony. Tony in the building. Appreciate you. I'm a Steelers fan. Okay, they got the black and gold in here. That's love. All right, so yeah, so I would love to see a Lawrence Taylor movie on that for Hollywood Need to Ask Us. All right, moving on to our must-see segment, where it's must-see movies, must-hear music, must-see or classic TV show. So I got 3 movies that y'all must see if y'all haven't seen it before. Live from Detroit. My main man T from Detroit, T Money. Appreciate you tapping in. Uh, we beat we will beat Casey. Nah, y'all can't see us, man. It's like there's levels to this. You know what I'm saying? There's levels to this. You know what I'm saying? I like the fact that y'all coming up in the game, Detroit Lions. Y'all coming up, y'all making y'all way. You know, but there's levels to this. Y'all not ready for this KC life over here. Y'all not ready for this. You know what I'm saying? It's title town over here. You know what I mean? It's title town. You know what I mean? I'm talking big stuff, especially from last year, because Michigan won last year and my Chiefs won last year. So I had one hell of a year last year. And I'm gonna keep talking until, you know what I'm saying, until the year's up. You know what I'm saying? But it's title town over here. But I appreciate you tapping in. You already know it ain't nothing like some football banter. Shout out to Casey. Appreciate you tapping in. You being a little weird, but okay. Again, appreciate the support. You know, hit that like button. Casey beating the Steelers by 20 this week. Orlando Brown. Nah, but again, appreciate you tapping in and showing your support. All right, my must-see movies, 3 must-see movies that y'all must see if you haven't seen it already. Number 1 came out in 2002, directed by Nick Cassavetes. He's also known for directing The Notebook and Alpha Dog. This movie stars Denzel Washington, Daniel E. Smith, Kimberly Elise, Anna Heach, Ray Liotta, James Woods, Robert Duvall. This movie is called John Q. Fire movie about a father, well, about a family. The son has a health condition with his heart. Family's trying to raise money to get the money to have his surgery that he needs to save his life. And you have to see the rest of the movie. I won't ruin it for you, so make sure you tap in to see John Q. My second must-see movie came out in 1995, directed by Lloyd Richards. This stars Charles S. Dutton, Alfred Woodard, Lou Myers, Courtney B. Vance, Carl Gordon, Tommy Hollis, and Zelda Harris. Fire movie. This movie is called The Piano Player. I know the new one came out on Netflix, if I'm not mistaken. But if y'all watch this movie and then watch the Netflix one, you're going to think that Netflix one is hot garbage. No disrespect. But the original Piano Player, fire movie. This movie is about a family getting out from the rural South. And they had this piano that traveled with the family. And the brother is trying to come to get the piano to sell it, to buy land. And you have to watch the rest of the movie. I won't ruin it for y'all. So make sure you tap into The Piano Lesson. Third and final must-see movie came out in 1999, directed by Roger Combler. He's also directed movies like The Swingers. This movie stars Sarah Michelle Gellar, Ryan Philippe, Reese Witherspoon, Selma Blair, Joshua Jackson, Sean Patrick Thomas, and Tara Reid. This movie is called Cruel Intentions. They got the new Cruel Intentions as a miniseries, I think, on Amazon Prime. But the original movie, this one right here, it's OG Killers, fire right here. This movie is about affluent family, about a stepbrother and a stepsister, and they pull all types of antics, sexual antics on each other. I won't ruin it for y'all. Make sure you tap into the movie. Again, it's called Cruel Intentions. So my 3 must-see movies is John Q, the Piano Lesson, and Cruel Intentions. Make sure y'all tap into those movies. Bro. Mr. H, you funny, man. John Q is a really good movie. Yes, excellent movie, fire movie. At least Kansas City can take home the okay. Hey, it's going to be something to see if y'all able to make it to the Super Bowl. Hey, is Bob here? Weird. I saw Cruel Intentions, pretty good. Yo, it's a really good movie. Yeah, what the hell? It's a really good movie. It's a fire movie. I haven't seen the series yet, the Cruel Intentions series on Prime, but it looks good. But the original movie is fire. It's fire. All right, moving on to our must hear. So I got 3 songs that y'all must hear, must have on y'all playlist. I love music, obviously. I'm an artist myself. If y'all haven't put it together yet, I'm actually Lovechild. I got songs everywhere, so on and so forth. Great. But I got 3 must-haves on your playlist. All right, this is an R&B version from Romeo Must Die soundtrack. Must have these 3 songs. Come Back in One Piece, Aaliyah featuring DMX. Number 2, we At It Again, which is Timbaland and Magoo. And number 3, Aaliyah, Are You Feeling Me, Yo? So those are 3 must-have songs on your playlist from Romeo Must Die soundtrack. So check those out. Shout out to Migo in the building. Shout out to P in the building. Yeah, shout out y'all. Appreciate y'all tapping in. All right, y'all. Moving on to a must see or classic TV show. This is more so a must see. This is not a classic, but for some of y'all, this show may have went over your head. It was only 1 season, but you know how them old school 1 seasons used to be. It got a lot of episodes. This show is called Damon. It's a comedy. This stars Damon Wayans, David Allen Greer, Dom Ira, Melissa Del Sua, and Andrea Martin. Fire TV show about Damon Wayans being a cop and his roommate David Allen Greer, and it's just completely utterly funny. This is Damon Wayans at his best. Go look it up. It's a fire funny TV show. So make sure y'all tap into Damon. All right, cologne for the week. Moving on to cologne for the week. Get y'all smell good, right? Make you feel good, feel right. So my cologne of the week, or cologne for this episode, is Spirit of Kings. Spirit of Kings. So make sure y'all tap into Spirit of Kings cologne. It's a great cologne. It's a little expensive, but trust me. Put that on. Gotta beat them off, you fellas. I'm telling you. So make sure you tap into the Spirit of Kings cologne. All right, y'all. Y'all already know what time it is. It's time to rap. This segment is brought to you by Button Snaps, where you get classic movies, shows, documentary, original content for your viewing pleasure of $4.99. Again, Button Snaps. Again, y'all, we on every Sunday, every Thursday at 10:30 p.m. Can the Brothers Get a Rap podcast? First hot topic of the night. Bronny James is starting to cook, y'all. He's starting to cook. Bronny James is starting to cook. I know a lot of people was on Bronny James at the beginning of the season because he's not like his pops. His game is a lot like his pops. People don't realize, but he's not 6'8". He's not a scorer like that. He's more so of a defender, athletic piece on the court. But he's starting to put it together. I mean, now that he's in the G League, he's been averaging 14, 3 and 3. And the Lakers are starting to bring him back up a little bit. So shout out to Bronny James. And not to mention, Bronny James jersey sales have went over $50 million. That's a lot of sales. So for a lot of people that was hating on Bronny James, his game he's picking it up, but his jersey sales is at 50 million in sales. 50 million. So for those who are hating on Bronny James, give him a chance to cook. The boy is only, 19, 20? Give him a chance to cook. I don't think he will ever be a scorer like that, but he deserves to be in the NBA. And I think he's going to continue to prove so. I don't think he's ever going to be an all-star, but he's going to prove that he is a solid role player type of piece in the NBA. I think so. But I had to make mention of that because people was giving this boy hell since the season started. Y'all been giving him way more hell than, Travis Hunter and his girl. Like, y'all just been giving this young man hell. So 50 million in sales for Bronny James when it comes to his jersey. Shout out. Shout out to Mike Hawk in the building. Appreciate the joke, but don't be weird. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. 50 years old, young, and see, like, Yeah, don't be weird. Appreciate the jokes. That was cool. That was cute. Pause. Appreciate the joke. That was nice. Anyway, moving on. Next hot topic. The FDA may outlaw red number 3 food dye because it's linked to cancer and behavioral issues. Sound like some of y'all may have had the red dye number 3 recently. But red dye number 3 is in foods and other items such as soda, juice, yogurt, soft candy, gummies, baby food, cookies, and frozen desserts. So when y'all buying y'all foods, y'all buying y'all snacks, make sure y'all look on them packages to see what's on them. Make sure y'all do that because the things y'all putting in y'all body or the things we're putting in our bodies is having short-term and long-term effects on you and you don't even realize because it's going to happen gradually. So when you realize, when you develop little coughs, it could be from drinking out of the plastic, right? But the things that we're putting in our bodies that's in our bloodstreams is having the most long-term and worst effects on our body. So please make sure y'all stay away from certain foods and read those packages because they put it right there for people to read. So again, that's red dye number 3 is the food dye. So make sure y'all make sure y'all really take a look at those packages. All right. You made 39. No woman just died off a vegan diet. Yeah. Again, you have to pay attention to what you're eating, right? So whether it's vegan, whether it's not, it like for somebody to say, well, this person died off being vegan, it's not going to be the same for you. We all are not the same. So what works for your body may not work for somebody else's body. But this particular diet right here is harmful to everybody. So I hope you wasn't saying that as a retort because that wouldn't make much sense. All right. All right, y'all. So make sure, so be aware of those food packages and read what y'all putting into your body seriously. All right, y'all. Moving on to our next hot topic. Kendrick Lamar and Drake diss songs. Because y'all remember Drake suing the record company for basically putting out an image in those diss records that didn't align with him, and he wanted to do an audit of the songs that was made from the money that was made from the music. So it made over $15 million in revenue, y'all. So Not Like Us, right? Not Like Us made over $4.6 million. Like that made over $982,000. Family Matters made over $970,000. Push-ups made over $795,000. Meet the Gram. Meet the Gram made. No, I'm sorry. Let's go backwards. I did that. I missed one. I'm sorry. No, I had it right. I had it right. And Euphoria made 441,000. Right. No, I had it backwards. I'm sorry, y'all. Euphoria made 441,000. Meet the Grams made 795,000. Push-ups made 970,000. Family Matters made 982,000, and Not Like Us made $4.6 million. That's crazy loot, crazy money. I just find it very funny style that Drake was also mentioning bots. Bots was related to the popularity of Not Like Us and why it blowed up so crazy. Yeah, I wouldn't agree with that at all. Cause when those diss records came out and when all those songs dropped, Not Like Us rang out. Everywhere I went, somebody was playing Not Like Us. Everywhere I went. Not Like Us played so much, I got sick of Not Like Us. And I can't imagine bots is playing it from your car. People was really playing Not Like Us. So he still benefited from this. outside of the fact that he waited months later after he took the L burger to say, oh, you know, you guys had bots and, you know, y'all guys are pushing a narrative about me that's not true. I don't participate in essays. Why you didn't say you don't participate in essays from the jump? You wait till you take the L burger. Because if you would have won, you wouldn't have made no mention that you don't participate in essays. So I'm kind of confused on that regard. But this beef has made them and the record company millions of dollars. It's $15 million in revenue. $15 million in revenue. Not to mention the merchandise that they was able to sell off that. I believe even Kendrick Lamar is selling mustard t-shirts. And the t-shirts is fire too. So don't let these artists fool you. Even though I'm an artist myself, don't let these artists fool you to the fact where they thinking, where they put out there like, oh, I'm affected by this, that, and the third. If you're really affected by something, you like, we live in the social media day and age. If something is not right or accurate on you, you're gonna say it immediately and right away. Like, yeah, yo, this person getting down with essays, this person do this, that, and the third. It was like, yeah, nah. You're gonna say it, you're gonna go right on your media platform and say, yeah, I don't get down like that. I don't know what bro talking about, but I don't get down like that. So I'm just setting the record straight. All that other stuff is fair game because it's rap. But essay, little girls, oh, nah, never that. So to wait a whole year later and to do all this suing when you benefited, and mind you, the more people that play Not Like Us, they're gonna play a Drake song too, because you want to hear the back and forth. That's the whole purpose of a beef. So that's not be fooled that he didn't benefit off of this. Made millions of dollars. So don't let these people fool you that they not benefit from a system that they trying to put out like a facade out there, like, oh, I ain't benefiting from that. I ain't like, nah, B. You benefited from it, and now because you took the L burger, you want to sue everybody. $15 million is enough to go around, and I'm pretty sure we're not going to hear much of this moving forward. Trust me. All right, moving on to our next hot topic. A lady, Tawana Looney, is the 5th American to get a gene-edited pig organ. It's a pig kidney. It was a pig kidney transplant that she received. For 8 years, she's been on dialysis, and supposedly she isn't sick as she once was before she got the transplant. Yeah, nah, not for me. I mean, I guess for her, I'm not judging her decision, because for her, all the things that she's been through and all the hardships and going through that, she's like, yo, I'm just trying to find any way I could live and see another day, and I respect that. But I'm speaking for me in particular. I don't want pig's kidney in my body. Like, that's just, that's just crazy. But it's not just for me personally, but they making it seem like it's okay to do this. What happened to all these organ donors? Like, when I went to high school, there was a whole bunch of kids in high school that was organ donors. A whole bunch of people in college that was organ donors. I met people throughout my life that was organ donors. So what happened to all the damn organs? What happened? What happened to all the damn organs where now we got to use a pig's organs for humans? So y'all trying to throw this in the air already to make it seem like, yeah, this is the wave. Like, when you get sick, baby, don't worry. We got an organ for you. It may not be Sarah, but it's going to be a little curly Sue. Like, come on, man. Like, that's so wicked. So the same thing that most people eat, you want us to put in our body. And the fact that they're saying, like, they made it specific to say, yeah, this person is good and healthy and good to go. They up and at 'em. They made a point to say, before they got the transplant, a whole 8 years, they was on dialysis. So now they not on dialysis no more. So you telling me this is going to be the new wave. So now you're telling me now when people go to get surgeries, we got to really be careful on you removing organs just to take it so you could replace it with damn animals' organs. And they made a point to say that because her being the fifth person to do it prior to the other people that did it prior to her was gone within 2 months. Again, reason why I brought up that other subject earlier about that number die. Avoid going to the hospital. Avoid being on that sick bed. Because they liable to put anything in your body and you would not know. You would not have a clue. So be very aware. This is very crazy. I really wish that lady the best. Again, Tawana Looney. I really wish her the best. You know, again, she has a pig's kidney in her body. So I really wish her the best. But I hope. But again, them saying this story is trying to get people all lathered up to do this. So I'm just not for that. I want to convict Diddy myself after hearing him blowing it back. Dialysis hurts. Sugar like you want to. All right. Moving on to our next hot topic. R&B singer Keke Wyatt, mother of 12, said that she was open to having more children. What? So let me get this straight. She got 12 already. Yo, do y'all realize how much 12, how many human beings that is? 12. That came out of her, 12. That's a lot of humans. All due respect. All due respect. That's 12. And she says she's open to having more? Why? Why? At this point, there's foster care, there's adoption. Like, this is wild. The population is in decline. She's a hero. Come on, Rowan Jack, man. No, man. She did her job for the population. After 12, she should get, you know, her trophy. Her thing should be on the shelf. Her children should rally around her, love on her, and cool. You know what I'm saying? There's other people that could do that for her. You know what I'm saying? But she already got 12. That's a lot of kids, man. That's a lot. And to be open for more? Whew. I wonder, but I don't think it's all about one guy. I think it's maybe about probably like 2 or 3 guys, if I'm not mistaken. No disrespect. Not saying to be disrespectful. But that's just a lot of kids, man. That's a lot of human beings, bro. So I don't know. I just I can't imagine being a dude that's like, yeah, I'm gonna give you your 13th baby. I just can't imagine being a dude to say that. Like, me personally, I'm definitely not saying that. But to be the guy to be like, yeah, yo, I'm down. 13, we're gonna do 13. Like, that's wicked. That's wicked. I don't even understand how a dude could be with a woman that has more than one child and be like, yeah, it's going down. You know what I mean? I respect it because a lot of my friends have stepfathers, right? So a lot of our mothers already had us or had our older siblings, and our father or stepfather stepped in and they was good men. They held it down. They added on more kids. Okay, I get that. But like, yo, in this day and age, yeah, nah. I can't imagine, like, real talk, okay, one I can understand, right? But real talk, if a woman has 3, 4 kids and you like, yeah, I'm gonna hold you down. I'm gonna give you this 5th kid real quick. You know what I'm saying? Basketball team. What you think about that, huh? Yeah, you with that? Cool. And it's like, dude, like, I just, so for Keke Wyatt to have 12 and say she down to have 13 or 14 is wild to me. All right, moving on to our next hot topic. Falcons, the Atlanta Falcons bench quarterback Kirk Cousins after one poor season. Well, it hasn't even been a full season. And the Falcons is expecting to cut Kirk Cousins to avoid that $10 million roster bonus. For those who know me, to those who've been watching me, when the Atlanta Falcons signed Kirk Cousins, I said this was a horrible mix from day one, from jump. I said this from jump. They was better off going into the draft, which they did, and getting Michael Penix Jr., which they did. Yes. They got him first, and then drafted. Look, they got Michael Penix, and then brought in Kirk Cousins. I was more so on board to have Justin Fields. Justin Fields should have been Atlanta Falcons quarterback. He should have been the quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons because he could throw and he could run, and Atlanta is his city. He's from Atlanta, Georgia, and having those type of weapons would have looked different, in my opinion, right? But Kirk Cousins wasn't it. Like, and him playing as bad as he's been playing, I mean, look what it led to. He's supposed to be a franchise quarterback. He's supposed to be a quarterback to take a team to a playoff. They were supposed to be amongst the top in that NFC, but they're not. They've been playing like hot garbage. And they got talented guys at running back, receiver, tight end. They got a stacked squad, to be honest with you. But that quarterback play, Kirk Cousins, to me, has never been a top-tier level quarterback. Never. And then on top of it, he's coming off an Achilles injury. What you think you're going to get? You think you're going to get Michael Vick back there? He was already stationary, and with his injury, coming off his injury, made him more stationary. His arm is not elite. He do throw passes on time, but he doesn't make great throws. He doesn't have a strong arm, and his mind, he's still struggling in coverage. I've seen him play in real life, and his arm was not impressive. No disrespect, but I'm not surprised at this at all. So, and the Falcons is trying to get him out of there before they pay him that $10 million roster bonus. Send him to the Chiefs. No, Rowan Jack, that will not be happening. No, I do not want Kirk Cousins as a backup. No way, not happening. Good night, my brother. Appreciate you in for tapping in. Brandon, I think he sips great goose, but calls it water. I, Mr. Jack, I could see bro do all the things he's talking about smoking. Cool, sure. Appreciate that, Brandon. Appreciate that, Brandon Till. And they talking about this. This is actually my alkaline water. Yeah, this is not Great Goose. It's that alkaline. All right, moving on to our next hot topic. Milwaukee PD is under investigation after 74 cultured men were molested. Molesting after 70. Instead of saying the word black, I use the word cultured because black is not what we are. We not 3/5 of a people or 3/5 of a person. So I use the word culture instead of black. So, like I said, Milwaukee PD is under fire. 74. One is crazy. 74 is, y'all need to make changes. So 74 cultured men got cases that they was molested by Milwaukee PD. This is wild. Isn't Jeffrey Dahmer from Milwaukee? I'm not saying that everybody from Milwaukee's on that type of time. I mean, I did a show in Milwaukee a year ago, but I didn't see that type of energy out there in Milwaukee. But damn, 74 dudes was molested, within Milwaukee PD. This is crazy. They have to do an immediate, well, not only they have to do immediate investigation, but it has to come from the top. What type of culture allows for Milwaukee PD to go around and groping and grabbing and touching young men? Like, that's wild. And to have a preference on top of that is even crazier. President Trump is live right now on Fox News. Appreciate you tapping in, T season. Send the department to Turkey. Send them to Turkey. Send the department to Turkey. They all need to go to Turkey. If y'all don't know about Turkey, Turkey laws is wicked. Send them to Turkey. That is wild. This particular situation, they have to get all the tops, because this has to come from the top. And they have to have outside people come in and do the investigations on Milwaukee PD with these cases. Because if you get an internal investigation, people from the police, people from Milwaukee, I'm pretty sure there's a code of ethics and a way that they're going to go about not revealing the complete truth. So me personally, I believe that they should bring in outside people to do these investigations. Shout out to Slides and Strategy. Appreciate you tapping in. Hit that like button. Appreciate you. Yeah, so this right here is completely wicked. I've never heard of all these men, these amounts of men being molested, let alone by the damn police. This is crazy. So I'm expecting to see more of this moving forward. I mean, and think of the shame that these young men must feel getting molested by the police, allegedly, right? So once they complete their investigation, when there's smoke, there's fire, and this is going to be something that's I'm looking forward to see more of what happens to the cops that they find out who's doing it and the culture that's built around that particular incident. All right, moving on to our next hot topic. Arizona man was arrested for recording himself spraying bug spray on the produce and foods in Walmart. What are we doing? Like, what would possess him to do something like that? You know how hard it is just to eat right, to find foods that we can actually eat, and this man is spraying spraying bug spray on fruits and vegetables, and just like, come on, like, what are we doing? What type of evil is that? Like, we just spoke about, we have to be careful what we put in our bodies, and in a place like Walmart, that's going to have probably in most of our states, has probably the freshest food that we're going to find, right? Like, what are we doing? Because I'm pretty sure he didn't spray none of that in bitter apple or something like that, or any of the foods. He went around, and I seen the video. He went around, sprayed all the fruits, sprayed all the chicken. You know how they have the fresh chicken, the oven roast chicken from the back, all that types of stuff with the bug spray. It's like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Where's the humanity? Seriously, I'm not here to preach, but damn, where is the humanity, yo? After a hard day's work, after dealing with your bills, after dealing with your significant other, just dealing with life, the last thing you want to do is to go to a damn, wherever you get your food, especially Walmart, and worry about damn bug spray on the damn fruit, on the food, on the fruits, or on the damn chicken, or whatever fresh food that they have cooking in the back. Where's the humanity? Send him to Turkey. Oh, she got on the send him to Turkey. Shout out to Ebony. She got on that send him to Turkey wave. Yeah, man, send him to Turkey. Send him to Turkey. Shout out to Alexander for tapping in. Shout out to Marvin for tapping in. Appreciate you tapping in. Shout out to Bishop tapping in, bro. I went to school with you in elementary. Remember you shit in the, you don't know, Miss Malloy class. Nah, that wasn't me, bro. That wasn't me. That wasn't me, Bishop. No, no, no. Now, I would have believed you. I would have believed you if you would have said that I vandalized the school bathroom. I would have believed you. I would have believed you. I did do that in the 4th grade. I did that in the 4th grade. I tagged my tag name in big letters, all in the bathroom when I was young. And the principal came and got me and was like, yo, is this your tag name? My tag name used to be Speedy and Kid Rocket. That's public knowledge. and I tagged it all over the bathroom in the 4th grade. And I admitted to it. It's like, yeah, that's me. It looks good, don't it? You know, so, you know, but yeah. And I got away with it only because my father was a former cop and my mother worked for Supreme Court of New York for over like 35 years. So my parents was kind of like heavy hitters. So the principal didn't want to let them know. You know what I'm saying? So we just, you know what I mean? Like, just do that on the arm, you know? Just let me rock with that one. So I would have believed you if you would have said that. But yeah, nah. You talking about some nasty stuff, so I can't believe you on that. How old are you? Bishop, I just that ass thought you was somebody else. Nah, I'm sorry. It's all good, brother. It's all good. Appreciate you tapping in and continue to support the show. We appreciate the love and the new eyes that we get. But yeah, but back to this gentleman from Arizona. He did, like I said, he did get arrested, and I hope he gets some serious time, man. Cause like, where's the humanity? Like, what type of person? For somebody to do that, you have to work all day to get your food and worry about is bug spray on your food. Like, that's wicked, yo. Just wicked, man. All right, moving on to our next hot topic. College football ash picks is in. College football ash picks is in. If you use my picks, you won you some money. If you use my college picks, you won you some money. All right. So first game I called Georgia Southern versus Sam Houston. I said Sam Houston would win. They got the W. Second game, Tulane versus Florida. I picked Florida. Florida won. Ohio versus Jackson State. No, sorry, Ohio versus Jacksonville State. I picked Ohio. Ohio won. Indiana versus Notre Dame. I picked Notre Dame. Notre Dame won. Tennessee versus Ohio State. I picked Tennessee. Excuse me. I picked Tennessee. Tennessee lost. SMU versus Penn State. I picked Penn State. Penn State won. Clemson versus Texas. I picked Texas. Texas won. That was a really good game too. So make sure y'all stay in tune for my next college football ash picks. They will be ready for the next episode Thursday night at 10:30. I'm gonna have new college football ash picks. So if you use my picks, you won you some money. So you know it's serious like that. But we've had some decent games. Some of the other games was a little underwhelming, to say the least. But the next round is going to be crazy though. You have 10-year-old girl. Yeah, good. I appreciate that, Fred. Don't be weird. Appreciate the support. You know, all the same. Weirdo. All right, moving on to our next segment. Keep the Lie Live segment. So my Keep the Lie Live for this particular show for Sunday's special. This is thing that goes around where you try to enlighten people and try to give people game, and they always say, "Oh, I know this, I know that." Well, if you knew it, why didn't you do it? What I'm telling you is for your best interest, not my best interest. So we have this thing, this notion going around when we try to put people on game. They just like, yeah, I know it already. So it feels like some people rather have the mentality of dying a genius instead of, well, they rather have the mentality of dying of a genius or live like a fool. Most people rather live like a fool, well, die a genius than live like a fool. Either way, it's still an oxymoron because you don't want to live as a fool, and you don't want to die you want to die as a genius when it's your time to go, but you don't want to just die to just say, yeah, he's a genius. So it's this thing where people have this notion like, yeah, I know it already. So if you know it, why do I have to say it? It's okay not to know everything. It's cool. It's all right. So, but we have this notion in today's era is like, damn, yeah, I already know it. It's like, but damn, like, if you ever been in a situation with a significant other, you'd be like, hey, babe, such and such and such. Yeah, I know. It's like, whoa, first of all, check that energy. Two, if you would have knew it, you would have did it. That goes to in everything in our society, even on social media. Everybody wants to know. I have no problem saying I don't know it all. I know what I know very well though, but I don't know everything of everything. What's the purpose of living life if I know everything of everything? I love learning new things, real new things, right? So it's cool not to know everything. So we just live in a world today where it's like people feel like it's not cool not to know. Me, the more things that I know, the scarier it is for me because I can't unlearn something. So when I learned something about food, let's say for example, when I learned Pop Tarts, I used to love Pop Tarts, right, just as a snack, right? But I found out Pop Tarts is one of the most harmful things you can put into your body based on their chemicals and how they make the Pop Tarts, the ingredients that they use. And it's like, all right, no more Pop Tarts, right? Same thing with Doritos chips. Doritos chips, the chemicals and the compounds that they use to make the Doritos chip has the ability to make rats see through. So that particular compound would have us to have much lighter skin that we would normally have, and that has a longer lasting effect on our melanin, right? So these little things that you cannot unlearn, sometimes people use it as a crutch, right? So I told one of my family members, like, yo, stop eating that, yo, because this right here is harmful to your body, and this is why it's harmful to your body. His response was, well, we all gonna die from something. I like, yo, bro, that's wild, ignorant. Like, to say you want to die from a candy bar or for some French fries is crazy to me. That's crazy to me. So for me, the more knowledge I learn about something, the better I am. But I can't unlearn it, and I use it and apply it. So I'm just at this day and age, we have to learn how to do better. The old saying, if you know better, you're going to do better. So at the end of the day, the choice is always up to you. But we just live in a space where people just rather live like fools. So uh, learning is not lame. That is a fact. That is a fact. Shout out to B Frat in the building. Learning is not lame. Learning is the one of the coolest things you could do because learning is so lame. Nah. Shout out to Carl in the building. I'm calling the police on you, dude. So yeah, no, being weird, Carl. Appreciate the support, but don't be weird. Show love. I'm a positive dude doing positive things. Be here to show love and support, man. We appreciate you tapping in, but tap in for the support. Oh, it's so lame. Okay, Arch, Naomi, you being funny. I'm peeping. She being funny. She not serious. She being funny. But yeah, man, I want to thank y'all for tapping in, man. It's been one hell of a show. Thank y'all for lending me your ear, your eyes, and just, speaking on this love, man. Rowan Jack, you already know, one of our badge holders in the building. Again, check into the memberships of our page, different memberships, different access. We got over 250 rewatch clips for this podcast on this channel. So make sure y'all tap into the rewatches, great conversational pieces. Hit that like button, hit that all notification bell, share, tell a friend, comment, because we love over here. We love over here. We appreciate you for tapping in. Shout out to my co-host who's normally here. Shout out to my brother Santana and also my guest co-host. Shout out to my boy Jokey from Jokey Entertainment as well. I'm your boy Ashley Lovechild. Again, I want to thank some of the sponsors of the show: Bravo Section, Button Snaps, OUV Records. If you're interested in becoming one of the sponsors of the show, you can hit me on Instagram at Ashley Lovechild. Again, you can hit me on Instagram at Ashley Lovechild if you're interested in becoming one of the sponsors of the show. Also working on my new album 7. Working on the new album 7 right now. I'm cooking this thing. So lovely, so nice. In the mean in between time, you could go on all music platforms, searching Ashley Lovechild and type in for my music, and it'll pop up. I'm a rap artist, and not to toot my own horn, I make good music. One of my favorite albums that I've have of my own is Ready to Live. So make sure y'all tap into that. In the mean in between time, Again, we're here every Thursday, every Sunday at 10:30. And again, don't forget to tap into the Overstand podcast every Monday at 9:30. Why understand when you go Overstand every Monday at 9:30? And again, Can the Brothers Get a Rap podcast? We're on every Sunday, every Thursday at 10:30 p.m. So again, thank y'all for tapping in. Continue to support. And you already know, it's love. And I'll see y'all next time. We out.